Oh, good afternoon, brother and sister of Dhamma. Before we commence the class, let's do a round up of last session we covered. Okay. For senior part 1, the most important thing is this. You all can see this, the 28 material phenomena.
Yes.
Okay. We'll go through again the 28. When I attend this course, this one is the most important of everything, right? So you need to know first thing is the earth element, water element, fire element, air element. This is the 4 essential of 4 Mahaputtas. And then we got another 24 more derivatives. I mean, how remember, you need to structure it out in such a way. The next thing you need to know is about the so-called the 5 senses. You need to know about the eye sensitivity, ear sensitivity, nose sensitivity, tongue sensitivity, and body sensitivity. And then, when you remember the 5 faculty, next you need to know what are the form you can see with the faculty. So, for here, the next group, we actually should have 5, but because there's one that is the after the taste one, which I will talk later, is that when next one is about visible form, sound form, smell form, and taste form. Then what about the feeling form, the tactile, or what you call the body contact? Because the body contact, you can only have 3 of them, or you can only have the touch of hard or soft, then the taste and the sight. Then come to the also the smell, but come to the touching of the body. You can't touch all the four Mahaputtas. You only can touch the earth, fire, and also the other one, air. But you come to touch the water element. You can only feel hot and cold. You cannot see the cohesion of the so-called this element of water. So that was considered out. So that's why you need only 4 of them: visible, sound, smell, and taste. Then you can remember the structure, we also can recall all the 28 of them. Then after the senses already, we talk about next one, male and female and male. Then we come to the next one about femininity and then masculinity. Okay, so this is the next order. Then the 16th one is the heart base. Here the heart base is talking about not the physical heart, it's more the blood that drains inside the heart. So that is what they call heart base. But I don't know why they use, I think the English word is the closest to it. So they use it as heart base. So we just stick with it, heart base. And then this is where the blood circulates the whole body. So with the heart, you remember next one, with the heart, the blood circulating. So we have the life faculty. So this is more of a physical life. Okay, when your life faculty is weak, there's a chance that you are approaching death. So very important, life faculty must be present. So the heart comes to life. Then when you are alive, you need food. So nutriment. Next one, nutriment. So all these coming step by step. This is a way of remembering all these 28 of them. Then next one, with this, whenever you take nutrition, things start growing. So when it start growing, you need space. So the akasa, the space thing, you need to consider. This is where the element of space, the void, is happening. So one by one structure, you can remember one after another. So after this, the space element, we come to the next one. We talk about human kind of communication. Communication by what? By body. You know, like some people, you are deaf or whatever, you sort of want functionality. By using the body language, you can talk with somebody. That's why the deaf able to communicate with us. Then the next one, vocal. Vocal is another sort of communication by the sort of voice. Okay, so after the space will come to this body and vocal. Then we need to talk about the next one. Special one in human. We human have the probability of this kind of lightness, malleability, and willingness. Lightness means you like those kung fu practitioner, you can jump over the wall. Not everyone can. By practice, some people have this kind of tendency. After practicing, they have this body able as light as possible, can fly up to the top of the wall. Then malleability. Malleability is something like especially you in sport gymnastic, many kind of yoga or bend, that kind of sort of thing. Not every one of us can, but it's right inside our body. When we proper practice and guidance, you're able to bend as much as possible, especially in gymnastic. Okay. Then willingness. Okay. This is another sort of, let's say your constrained space, you need a small tunnel. Not everyone can go to, but some people with the kind of physical size, they're able to snake their way into the tunnel. So human body has such a capability. When you things arise, you have that kind of thing, mentality to do it. You can make it work. Then after thinking about these three of them, the four of them is total about talking about life, producing, talking how we must keep on producing cell. So in order for us to grow. So grow is a continuity. Okay. So we produce, we must keep on living, and then you continue to live. But upon coming to certain time, you start decaying. Decaying means your organs, or these faculties start to deteriorate. Okay, so this is called decaying. Then finally impermanent. So at the end of the cycle, you need to end. So impermanent. So death is within every living human being. So we can't run away. So these 28 must remember very well. They will test you all of them, ask you by what means. So put beside your bed every day, go through, you sure can remember all the 28 of them. Okay? So we'll go further on that. Okay, so today we're going to study all these 28 of them. What are these 28 about? Okay, so we go to the next one. Okay, lecture 9, we'll cover what is a characteristic of Rūpa. So, a very interesting topic, and you must know all the 28 of them. Okay. A question will be asked about this 28. So roughly, Abhidhamma, not much to ask about all these miscellaneous. The next one is Rūpa. So, what is the characteristic of Rūpa? The word Rūpa, Rup means to break up or broken down or to perish. That's why it's called Rūpa. So Rūpa not only changes, but also perishes. I mean, it come and it will go off. So everything start and have to end. So the Rūpa, the thing, will endure only for 17 thought moment. Okay. So just remember, 17 thought moment for every Rūpa to arise. So Rūpa changes so rapidly. I mean, it just like cell inside our body keep changing, that one cannot strike an identical place twice and manifest itself. I mean, you cannot see the thing happening. Even with the microscope, you can see the thing just change so rapidly. And the next moment is gone. So this thing is like the manufacturing of the cell growing and dying and so on, so on. And then many of these scholars, they want to define what's the word rupa means. So in Pali, you can use it in English conventional language as closest as possible. We name it as form and body, matter, corporeality, etc. Okay, whatever come closest to it. So just imagine last time 2,600 years ago, there's no science, no measuring equipment. So Buddha, we have to appreciate him. He able to use his super normal knowledge and analyze this called paramana. This Pali word they call it paramana and declare it that it consists of paramata. That means what the human body is made of as these ultimate entities which cannot further be subdivided. So Buddha able to see to his super power that this human body can break down until what today call atom, electron, so on. So Buddha able to see until that kind of phenomena without science. So that's why he claimed that there is total of 28 material phenomena. Okay, this I tell you is only for Theravada Buddhism. In the Mahayana, there are more than that. Okay, so we don't learn out of that. Just know Theravada 28. That's all. You want to explore further is after your YMBA. You completed, then if you want to explore the Mahayana YMBA. And what Mahayana, the what? Abhidhamma. Okay, we start with number one, the earth, Patavi, Dhatu. This earth is from the element of the extension with the characteristic of hardness and softness. The extension means occupation in space. That means when the earth when it start producing, you will need to keep on growing. So this growing, you have the extension. So extension need the space. So with this tri-dimensional extension give rise to the idea of a solid body. So that's why thing can go and become solid and hard. As to two bodies can occupy the same space at the same time. So Buddhists derive the idea of hardness from Patava. So the dual characteristic of hardness and softness implies relativity. So earth element consists of hard and soft. That's how they define the characteristic. So hard and soft can be comparable, like, for example, rock can be hard if compared with clay, right? You compare clay is soft, so rock is hard. But rock will be soft if compared with iron. Iron is much harder than the rock. So this is the what you call the description of Patavi. So Patavi serve as a support or nucleus for other coexisting rupas. So Patavi is one of the basic element in the 28. So you need this as a solid build-up for more to come on and then make into a 28 element. So Patavi is the very first one that arises. So next one, Apo, Dhatu. Apo means water. The element of cohesion with the characteristic of cohesiveness and fluidity. That means when you have, let's say, imagine you got many flour particles, example of flour. You want to join all the far particles together, you need water, because by then it's dry, you can't do anything. So when you mix a bit of water with the flour, then the thing will start to combine. But if you put too much water in the flour, it becomes so liquefied that all the particles are spread all over. So the amount of cohesion between the particles of this flour depends on the amount of fluid you need to come together to join the solid particles. So it's the upper element that makes the different particles of matter cohere, to join together and hold them together. So you need this water element for any of these solid particles to combine. So water is a significant of another basic element which need for the building up of a solid thing. So they look like a force attracting between the positive charge and the negative charge electricity. So it operates exactly like electricity. You need positive, negative in order to function. So the same thing, this cohesion also something like the electric magnetic field. So when we add water to flour, the flour particles cohere, join together into a lump. So if we add more water, the mixture becomes fluid and flows away. So this is how the Abhidhamma works. Okay, so this is a second element, 4 essential elements. Next one, Tejo, Dhatu. So the element of heat or heat energy with the characteristic of hotness and coldness. Heat defined as two kind of pattern, either it's hot or it's cold. So the characteristic is they call it vivacity or liveliness, maturity, hotness, coldness are due to Tejo. So this is how this so-called water element come in. So both heat and cold are the property of Tejo or heat energy. Talking about this is very applicable in TCM. TCM, when you go for diagnosis, the Siong will diagnose you, our body, according to what I encounter through to the TCM, the balancing of this water element down there causing us sickness is because of the heat and cold. Too much heat, you are in trouble. Too much cold, you're also in trouble. So the Sensei used to tell me, my yin yang 不合, the yin and yang not 合, then you have this hot and cold trouble coming. And then especially when having flu or all kind of this coughing element, then it's because this water element, heat and cold, that make our body upset. That's why you have fever, you have cold, all that thing all coming in. So when the heat flow into our body, we feel hot, right? So when the heat flow out from our body to the surrounding, we feel cold. Especially when you go to those winter country, when upon winter, your whole body will be frozen. So that's the important element of water in our body. So a balancing act is very needed for you to get healthy. Too much of this, too little of this will make yourself into trouble. Dhatu, the element of motion or kinetic energy with the characteristic of pushing and supporting. So as you know, that element down there, you need air, or what you call the air to make the solid thing to move. So this is called the air element. So when you blow air in the balloon, a good example is a balloon, the air pushes the wall of the balloon outwards. So the balloon keep expanding. Okay, you blow more air, the balloon will keep on going bigger and bigger. So if there's no balancing force exerted by the walls of the balloon, you pump too much air, into the balloon will burst. So the air element also play a significant of balancing the what you call the solid thing. So remember, there is an action and reaction at every point. So this is science. Everything, when you do too much, reaction will happen. This is a balancing act of science. So in our this physical world, we can see motion, like the wheel, the spinning wheel, vibration, oscillating, beyond circling and making noise, oscillating, rotation and pressure are the caused by value. So the air element will cause all this, what we notice in our physical world, all these kind of things happening. So these four great essentials are known as the four great elements or the four Mahaputtas. So we learn all these four great essentials. So it's a starting of a build up to understand the rest of the 24. So Dhatu in Pali means that which carries the own characteristic marks or attributes. Okay, so the word Dhatu means that element is the closest equivalent for Dhatu. So the closest word for Pali is element. So these four great essential are the fundamental, basic element which exist together and which are inseparable. They all the four come together to form a being. So every material substance, whether earth, water, fire, or wind, ranging from the minute particles to the most massive object. From the smallest thing it can be manufactured to the biggest object it can make, is made up of these four elements, which possess this specific characteristic. So all these four essential must know them well. Daida also must know. Okay. To learn how to remember all 28, we have to slowly and digest and break it into categories. Next one, from number 5 to the 9 element, we have this called 5 pasada rupas, or what I call sensitive material qualities. So 5 material qualities is referring to the 5 faculty, 5 senses. They are the sensitive parts of the organs. They make our eye, ear, nose, tongue, and body. They tend to clarify and coexist material qualities. They receive the impression of sense object. So for normal person, we should have these 5 things. We will learn later why some people are short of 1 or short of 2, whatever. So these are due to karma effect. But basically, a normal human being should have all the 5 senses. And with 5 senses, you can only gain enlightenment. Those with one missing, it's almost impossible. Okay, so we'll go one by one. What is each and every one of them? Here, I taken from another source, very short. So, straightforward one. But if you want to know further, you will refer to YMBA notes. First one is Chaku Pasada. It's a sensitive part of the eye. The eye, like me, going for repair soon, another week time. This eye, the black pupil inside, have 7 layers in the pupil of the eye where images appear. So eye is also a very complex thing. There are 7 layers in the eyeball there. So here in your YMBA, say the eye is the organ to which we see visible object. Then is general accepted notion that we see with the eye, seeing is the arising of the eye consciousness when the object comes in contact with the organ of the eye. This is how you capture the object with your eye. And the physical eye, which is a lump of four great essential. I mean, even the inside, the eyeball is made of the four great essential, and it's the very supple, minute portion which the external objects are reflected. This is thing how the object is captured in the eyeball there. So this part of the eye which cannot be seen by naked eye is called Chakku Pasada Rupa. Its size is mentioned as smaller than the head of a loose. In the process of seeing, the Pasada Rupa is very vital. Hence it's called Chakku Indriya, without which you are unable to perceive any object. So this is describing how the eye works. So those with the losing of this faculty of blindness who have this problem, unable to see, even the eye is there, because something wrong with the eyeball there, then you cannot perceive the whole object. So this is our human. So our eyes is a sensitive tool that whenever we live, we will keep looking at things and then explore new things, and then start our mind will start naming new kind of things which we never seen earlier. So this is eye for working eye is this function is like that. So even when deaf, you also want to see. That one to talk about that during another discussion. If there was time, we talk about deaf. Okay, next one, we come to the Sota Pasada. Sota means hearing. The sensitive part of the ear is spread in the spread into a place shaped like a ring inside the ear holes. So you can imagine your ear down there, you got this so-called hair. So hair down there in between the ear hole. This is a part that capture the sound. So in your YMBA, it said, when you talk the organ of the ear, we generally refer to the ear that is projected out from the side of the head. Inside so-called ear, there is a cavity wherein you can find the most supple, minute ear sensitivity primary element, which is of shape of a rounded ring, like the body hair of a copper color. So when the sound wave contact this portion, the ear consciousness arises. So the moving of the air element through your ear is touching the hair in a way contact, then you capture the sound, the register into your so-called mind. So when the sensitive part of the ear does also arise out of a four great essential at the proper time inside the ear, according to which to hear sound, it serves as the base for arising of this Sota Vijnana. So this is how your ear works. Okay, you want to read, you go to YMBA notes, it give you a total description. All right. So normal human, we should have a proper hearing. Okay. So when some people born with deaf cannot hear, so it's short of one of these things. Next one, we talk about Ganda Pasada. It mentioned that it's sensitive part of the nose. Remember the nose is spread in the place shaped like the leg of a goat inside the nostril. So your nostril, when you examine right inside, it's like a leg of a goat. Okay, this is how the ear operate. So your YMBA said it's a supple area of sensitivity born out of the four great primary elements as a result of previous karma. So this also karma driven. So if Some people have bad karma. Your time of smelling will be a problem. A previous karma who is capable of sensing orders. So nice smell or bad smell, that's the only thing you know. So it's situated inside the upper nostril of the shape of a goat hood, and it serves as a base for the rising of no consciousness. So when these so-called these particles are rising to touch the nostril hair, you arise this so-called nose consciousness. And so this thing will feedback and digest whether is it a good smell or bad smell. There's only two things which determine what kind of scenario you're in contact with. So coming to the nose, we come to the next one. Jiva Pasada. This one is another sensitive part of the tongue. It's spread in the middle upper surface of the tongue. So at somewhere in the middle of your tongue down there is a very sensitive part which give you the taste of good, bad, or neutral. So basically, when the YMBA not say that, at the posterior portion of the tongue, in the shape of the upper part of a torn lotus petal, it is described as a torn lotus petal. It's the area of a tongue sensitive is formed by the four great essential and produced by karma. These two also part of the karma result. So whatever fables one feel is a result of contact of various food items with the sensitive area of the tongue, which serve as a base for arising of tongue consciousness. This is how the taste arise. Okay? When you are having problem with this tongue, is when you have so-called cancer chemo treatment. Your taste of this tongue will be gone. Whatever food, according to those people I met, they say there's no taste to whatever food you eat. So when we eat now, currently we are healthy, we can taste the good or the bad of the food. But if you have lost the taste of tasting, then everything is no taste. Then you don't like also have to eat. I said cancer patient, you go chemo, if you don't eat, your whole body break down. So no nutriment to your body, you matter of day, you say goodbye. So you like it, don't like, you still have to eat. So eat until you fill up. So the next one, they lose your tongue taste is COVID. When you get COVID-19, you're a serious one, you lose the taste of the food also. So like you also break down your body. If you don't eat to make your body healthy, your body need food, then you are in trouble again. So when disease hit you, the taste can be a so-called a linchpin that can cause your death. So this is why we are a healthy person. We should appreciate whatever we have, all these taste. So when somebody lost it, then it's a burden to them. Next one, we talk about kaya pasada. So this is a sensitive part of the body. All body part everywhere, the skin part, all are sensitive. So it's spread to the whole body and sensitive to touch. But this exclude certain thing. The head hair, I mean your hair, your head, the hair, and the body hair, and the fingernails, and also the hard dry skin, the dead skin of your body. These are excluded. So every part is considered sensitive part of the body. So your YMBA text said, is the sensitive of the four great essential diffused to the body, except at the tip of the hair and the nails on the withered skin, capable of experiencing the tactile sensation. That means you can feel the body when touch any object. So what contracts the body, physical body, would be the hardness or softness with a great essential of patavi. Okay. That means you come across to earth kind of element, then feel hard or soft, or the heat or coldness is a good essential of tejo. So when you get the hot air one, is either hot or cold, or a good essential of vayu, so on. So this contact will bring about painful or special or neutral feeling. So either you have one of these. So this body sensitivity will serve as a taste of rising of kaya vijnana. Two is a product of previous karma. So that is talking about these 5 derivatives. I mean, the 5 pasada. So remember, the next 5 is the so-called the 5 faculty. Okay. So we go to the next group, the 10 to 13 one. They call it Gochara Rupas, or the material quality of sense object. This one too related with the 5 senses, except only the body contact, which is excluded. Okay. So after the 5 senses, you must now come to the contact with the kind of sense object. So this one talk more about what you call objective material phenomena. This one taken from another source, very brief. So I don't know how they can test you, but you need to remember all of them and also how it works. Okay. So first one is Rūpa Dhamma, or what I call when you use your eye, you will see visible of the form, what I call vana, visible form. So in the YMBA text, it said, what is visible is known as Rūpa. Is essence in the color. This is a terminology which should not be mixed up with the gender term Rūpa, which denotes the 4 great essential and derived material phenomena. In the Vana Rūpa, or color, also known as the Rūpa, is derived from primary elements of Mahabhuta, with some example of color Rūpa mentioned in Dhammasani with reference to Rūpa Yatana. So your eyes, when you contact, how your eyes see, is seeing colors. It actually is seeing all the color, the mixture of color that form the object. Okay. So Rūpa has a characteristic of impinging on the eye, or what we call Chakku Pasada. It's a function, it's objective. Field of eye consciousness is manifest as a result of that two. Proximate cause is the 4 great essential. So your eye, when you see visible object, it's actually a color pattern of how the object is formed. And that's why those with blind and unable, the eye cannot perform this function. So with us, a normal eye, we are also seeing color that form this particular object. Okay. Next one. Sada Rama Na, or what I call sound object. So what is sound object? Your YMBA said, when you talk about organ of ear, we generally refer to the ear that is projected out of the side of the head. Inside the so-called ear, there is a cavity wherein you can find the most supple and minute ear sensitivity primary element, the shape of rounded ring like a body of hair. It's all hair down there, of copper color. When the sound wave contact this portion, the ear consciousness arises. Okay. Yeah, I got the wrong one. It should be. Sorry, it should be this one. The one I'm talking about objective. Then this one is the qualities. Sound is a sound derived from the 4 primary elements, which is discernible through the Sota Vijnana on the ear consciousness. The Dhammasai provides the list of sound drums, of conch shell and ton of singing music, so on and so on. So whatever sound you can make out from instrument. So these sounds or the audible objects travel in the air in the form of sound waves which are received in the organ of the ear or sota pasada. That means whatever sound made by whatever instrument or whatever, whenever it travels to the air, you will hit the hair of the surrounding in your eardrum. So this will detect the sound has a characteristic of impinging on the ear, and its function is to be the object of the ear consciousness. So when it touches the hair, becomes the ear consciousness, as it manifests as a result of that too. Proximate cause is the four great memories. So it's also caused by the four great elements. So this is talking about sound object or sound arising. So next one is Ganda Rama or smell or Ganda. So this is another faculty about smell. So smells is say what in your text? It's the odor derived from the four great essential experienced by nose consciousness. So when it hit the hair of your nose, and refers to the different odors of the roots, the trunk, the hardwood, the bark, the leaves. So whatever when you find the trees, you have different kind of smell. The flowers and the food, etc. And finally mention of all the odors under two main groups as agreeable, mean nice smell, and disagreeable odor, duga danga. I mean, I have a nice smelling or bad smell, or what you call stinking smell, which is very distasteful to you. So odor has the characteristic of impinging on the ear. Its function is to be the object of the nose consciousness. So when touch the hair, the nose consciousness arises. So it manifests the result of that too. Its approximate cause is the four great things combined memories. Sorry, take a drink. So this one is number 3. So fourth one, the rasa, rama, na, taste or rasa. So you see, this is all arising from all the faculty. So here in your text, it said, it's a flavor or savor derived from the four primary elements and experienced by the tongue consciousness. So whenever the food that touch onto the center of your tongue down there, this tongue consciousness will rise. So the taste of object mentioned above in explanation of smell are referred to the taste too. So it's same thing as what you talk about smell. So the taste is of sweetness, sourness, bitterness, etc. Okay, so of this nature. So when you are sick due to sickness, you lost the taste of food, it's a problem to you. We eat food because nice, the tasty. So those food not nice, you will eat less, or probably you won't eat it. So when you are sick, so whenever we are sick, we lost the taste, so we force ourselves to eat because body without the supplement inside, the body will die down. Okay, so Abhidhamma in a way teaches us also how to live with all these kind of thing. If you need to survive, you need to eat even you don't like the food. Okay. So the characteristic feature of rasa in the impinging nature on the tongue, its function is to the object of the nose consciousness. It manifests as a result of that too, and approximate cause because of four primary elements. So this form 10 to 13. So we only take first 4. For the tangible, what I call the pota bana ramana, tangible object, it not able to have detect all the 4 great elements. Patavi, hard and soft, Tejo, hot and cold, Vayu, the air, and then for the liquid one, there's a trouble. We cannot feel the cohesion of this so-called liquid. right? So only can feel here. We can't feel the cohesiveness. So that's why they say only 3. And then what your book say is that what is felt by the sense of touch is called Potaba Rupa, which supports the body consciousness, the Kaya Vijnana. When the object touches the body, what actually contact us is one characteristic of 3 great essential, Patavi, Tejo, and Vayu. The earth element, we experience hard or cold, hard or soft. The fire element, which experience heat or cold. And then the element experience as a pressure. And then you take note, and also we make the water element, which has a characteristic of cohesion. It's not tangible. That means you cannot feel the description of cohesion. You cannot describe it. So when you hold on to your palm, you may feel that the coldness or warmth of water. That's it. That's why it's taken out. So Pota Bayantana, which serve as an object of the body consciousness, is not treated as a separate material phenomena when counting the 28 Rūpa Dhammas. That's the only one that is taken out because it's not treated as a separate material phenomena. Unless you can touch all the 4 get essential, then it's considered. It has only 3, that's why it is excluded. So that's the reason. That means the names are in the brackets. You see all the names in the bracket are essential elements of the 5 senses. So altogether, know that there are 7 elements in all. If you consider all these, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so unfortunately, this one, you don't have all the 4. If all the 4, that is considered. Only to this subtlety, Apo can be felt by the sense of touch. For instance, when we put our hand in the water, the cold felt is Tejo, and the softness is Patava, and the pressure is Vayu. Only these 3 fundamental elements are regarded as tangible. So that is why it's excluded. So remember, come to here, Gotara, Rupa, you only have 4. Exclude the tangible object. Okay? So remember 4 essential, then 5 faculty, and then the 4 sense object. Right? This is the way to remember, to recall all the 28 of them. Sometimes question do come out, ask you to name all the 28. Then good lah. You can name all 28, full mark. Next one, very interesting. Tu Baba should be Rupa, material qualities of sex. So you come to the quality of sex, you have only 2 kinds. Iti Bhava, material quality that imparts femininity. So it's spread all over the body of the female. Okay, take note, female got more extra than men. Okay. Then Purusha Bhava, material quality that imparts masculine, is spread all over the body of male. Okay, so male should have what kind of character? So thing come when last moment of death, you come to the moment, we are given these 2 choices, you select one. If you can't decide one, then you really alamak. Either you take 2 of them, or you take 2 of them, unbalanced, then you come out with all kind of trouble in the next life. So that's why you have those probably gay and also lesbian, because of this, according to this one my teacher told me. So probably this is a good explanation where science, I don't know what kind of deduction they have, but this is a Buddhist explanation of this scenario of all these kind of troublemaker nowadays in the world, all because of this gay and lesbian is a big trouble in this what I call the social circle, how you conduct your life. So as in your YMBA say, like the sensitive material phenomena, Bhava Rupa, 2 are originated by karma. It's performed by having desire for sexual happiness as a body sensitivity, the respective Bhava, Rupa, whether masculine or feminine, it feels all over body. The body of male will carry the features of masculine and the respective mark, signs, work, and ways, while a female will carry such mark and sign, etc., inherent in the fair sex. So this is the determination. So coming to rebirth, you have to take one, right? Don't can take two, then you really alamak. Next one, it's number 16. Hadaya Vatu, or the heart base. Hadaya Vatu is the heart base which spread in the blood inside the heart. It's referring to the blood, it's not the heart. It's a seat of consciousness. And this is the font problem. I have to correct myself. Hadavatu is not one. There are millions of Hadayatu spread in the blood of the heart. You read some Abhidhamma books, they refer this as heart, the physical heart. But here in YMBA, we refer as a blood. So we need to take it as a blood, not the heart. You read, sometimes you read the book, it's of a physical heart. Okay. So here YMBA, we take it as a heart. So just follow it, heart. Or blood, sorry. So here in the YMBA text, it says, in other material phenomena, it's also originate by the past karma. This rupa has the characteristic of being material support for the mind element and the mind consciousness. Its function is to uphold them or to observe them. It is manifest as a carrying of them and is found in the dependent, so that blood that passes through the heart cavity. So a note should be made about the heart base is not the entire organ of the heart itself. So this, the YMBA also mentioned this. Is blood, is not the heart. Although they mention is heart base. So mention of the heart base has been made in Patana, the last book in Abhidhamma Pitaka, in the following manner. So the translation should be the material thing based on which the mind element and the mind consciousness element occur. That material thing is the condition by the way or basis of a mind element and a mind consciousness element and what is associated with. So about science, is talk about blood, our blood. That's why Buddha, when he in the pure state, he can radiate the rainbow color out from his body. This is the pure kind of blood, which he able to come to a state that rainbow color eliminate out from his body. So person, they say that a person when angry, for 5 minutes, when you test the blood, it's of the nature of very toxic kind of blood. So that's why we Buddhist practice how not to get anger arise. When anger arises, your blood all are poisonous. So you see how much poison when you create when you're angry or when you are upset or whatever thing. The blood changes color, and they measure it. This blood is toxic. So that's why you live your life, must have a very controlled kind of manner that don't let all these bad thing to arise from your body. They'll make your body to suffer. Okay? So Hadaya Batu, heart base, is talking about the blood. This is another interesting thing. We also need to know as a human being. Jivita Rupa, material quality of life. So it's a Jivinta Rinya Rupa, the vital force of Karma Rupa, which spread throughout the body. So you need this as a surviving person to live on, carry on every day. You must have this very strong one, Jivinta Riya Rupa. So your life can be sustained. It should be noted that there's a vitality both in the mind and matter. Take note, your Cetasika is a mind one. So there's two Jivita here. When you talk about the vitality of mind, Jivindriya. Remember on the Cetasika, which is one of the 7 Sabbacitta Sandara Cetasika. So when your Jivindriya is weak, then it's another sign that your life is getting days can be counted days. Okay, so when this Jivindriya is not, the person don't have a desire to carry on living. So when you have this Jivindriya weak, then this is one of suffering. Your mind weak, start to think all the bad negative thing. Then your physical body too affected. The Jivita Rupa also affected by this mind. So important your mind and your body both should work together. You must have a strong Jivirindriya and also a Jivita Rupa. All have to be strong so your life can continue to survive. So any of these weakness, then you're in trouble. So the vitality of matter is Jivita Rupa. So when your body is physically strong, then you have high chance of carry on living. So Jivintirinya may be regarded as a psychic life and Jivita Rupa as a physical life. So the best is we have to maintain both the mentally life, the psychic life, and also the physical life to be equally strong. Especially the mental one. When the mental start to get weak, you want to lose your life of surviving, then this physical will suffer too, one after another. So that's why you see when human in sickness towards the end of life, they lose one of these, especially the mental one, the total physical body breakdown. So with this understanding, we need to carry on living, make sure both of them are physically, are equally good. Here in your YMBA text says so. All the Dhamma except Nibbana that set into the being to do perish immediately as everything comes under the common nature of impermanent. However, there exists a vital power. He's talking about this power in such corporal or mental object which supports the upkeep of such Dhamma is called the life faculty and is in twofold. The subject dealt with hand is the life faculty of material object or matter. In this case, we are talking about the Rupa one, the material. The other is the mental life faculty, the Jivindriya, which is the 152 mental state. So any of these will affect your surviving life. So essential part of our body, such as the eye, ear, nose, and other sensitive phenomena, the sex phenomena and the heart base, which are produced due to past karma, are supported by this life faculty. So this life faculty, physical one, is very important. If you have a poor one, the rest of the thing also affected your physical thing. Okay, so a note may be made on the faculty of life discussed here with regard of living being has nothing to do with the growth of flora which is conditioned by temperature. Okay, so this talk about physical, Jivinta, Rupa, and also the Jivindriya, the mental. So when we learn this, if you want to practice more, make sure your these two is strong. (18) Ahara Rupa or Oja. I call the material quality of nutrition. This is also another very important. The gross food is taken by making it into morsel is called the Kabalikara Ahara, mean the food morsel. Where the Ahara Rupa means the nutritive essence which sustain the body. So unless you are born in the other realm, we're born in this realm, we need food, okay? So There's no way you can say you can cut off. So everyone of us need food every day. Okay. So this food is to maintain your health of your body. Without the food, no happen. This call your body start eating up your muscle, whatever inside your body, and your total body breakdown. That's why people who stop eating, especially sickness, when they don't have the liking for the food, then the trouble come. You will totally break down your body. The body will eat up all your muscle, your fat, all that, and then your whole body will collapse and drop dead. So nutrition is very significant. And also mentioned by my teacher also. This one, nutrition, especially ladies who are pregnant, old grandmother tell whatever, the old grandmother say, you must take care of your body, you must take the most essence food that build up your body to feed the baby. This is true, no? This is a thing that you have birth or bad birth, or you get aborted birth. So this old Chinese tradition, especially the grandma tale, you better believe for those going to get married, especially women, you have to take care, or your wife, you take care, make sure they have a sufficient all the nutriment in order to feed the baby. Okay, if you don't do that, that's what happened to my daughter-in-law. Young yaya papaya. When you're pregnant, your body a lot of heat. You know what happened? She go and taking all the cold food, ice cream, whatever cold to cool herself down. After coming to 3 months, the baby stop growing, and then the fetus die away. Then have to they call abort. So young people, especially you are grandpa or grandma, you talking to your granddaughter, please tell them, if you want the baby, make sure you take care of 9 months, make sure that all the nutriment. If no, you suffer yourself. And after that, my daughter-in-law second time really take care. I then scolded her. The other side, the mother scolded her, and then bear with it. So Chinese say 不听老人言吃亏在眼前This is what happening. So Chinese tradition this kind of nutrition, especially for pregnant women, you need to take note of it. Then suka body hot, take cold, then the baby inside suffer. So nutrition play a very vital role in the building of a human to carry on living. Okay, next one, the 19th element. Pariccheda Rupa, or Akasa Dhatu, or what I call material quality of limitation. So, in the universe, there are void, so many planets down there. So for the planet to grow or to move around, you need the void. So this is talking about the space down there, the void space. Pariccheda Rupa is an interatomic or intra-atomic space that limits or separates the material groups, Rupa Kalapas. So that means for material to grow, it cannot overlap each other. So there's a gap for them to expand. So as there's a space between the eggs in the basket, so there's space between the Rupa Kalapas. I mean all the kind of electron atoms, all that. Very tiny particles as they are produced by the four causes. We'll talk about later about very another interesting thing, how Rupa is produced by Kama, by Chitta, by Uttu, and Ahara. So Pariccheda Rupa is also assumed to be produced by the same four causes. So when there's growth, there must be a space. For Pariccheda Rupa is also called Akasa Dhatu. Akasa means space. Akasa is space, we cell is nothingness. Akasa is a dhatu in the sense of a non-entity, not as an existing element like the four great essential elements. So these are derivatives. As one of the 28 rupas, Akasa dhatu means not so much about outside space as the inter-atomic space or intra-atomic space that separates rupa kalapas. So main purpose is to separate the kalapas. So what your YMBA text say that it separates the material groups of rupa or rupa kalapas is a word void region where the four great essential of rupa does not exist. So it's not voidness, it's a void to separate the particles. Okay, give me 5 minutes. I need to take some water. So next one, 2021. We're talking about two Vinati Rupa, material qualities of communication. So means we need to cycle exchange of information. So same thing, whether you are born with full five senses or no full five senses, there's a way of communication. Okay. So this, I mean, talking about physical communication. It's not talking about words or other thing. It's physical communication. There are two ways. Vinati rupas are special behaviors of body, the mouth, which one uses to communicate one's idea to another, by means of which one understands another intention. So to put across a message across, let's say you are a foreigner, okay? You don't talk English, you don't talk Chinese. So we talk by body language, okay? There's a way of communication. So first way is by kaya vinati, action by hand, head, eye, leg, etc. Whatever in your body can perform, which let the other party understand one's intention. So this is kaya vinati. Gangster want to bully you, you intimidate you with all this kind of body action to belittle you, make sure you are frightened of him. So this is another kind of bullying tactic. Then the other second form is vacha vinati. This is the except deaf, those cannot speak any word. Those mute, not deaf, mute. Those mute cannot speak any words. Then out of the way. So a normal human being, let's say you are meeting a foreigner, somebody cannot speak your language. Movement of the mouth to produce speech to let other understand one's intention. These two. So when you shout or you make your way, then somebody understand what is it. Then there's another sort of information transmitting to the other party. So kaya vinati and vacha vinati are caused by vayo dhatu, produced by the mind, and they last only for one conscious moment. So all these is caused by the mind to do it. So when the mind want to communicate the other side, it can be by body or by voice. So this one lasts for only one conscious moment. So your YMBA text written is about the same as what written here. So I'm going to go through. So this is what we call two-way communication. If you are unable, even for those who lack of one faculty, they too can use the way of body language to communicate. Then we come to the next one, next category. 22, 24, Vikara Rupa, material qualities of mutability. This is talking about your body, everyone has this capability. if you are trained or whatever, you can perform this, because this is thing which is inherent in your physical body. So the great Burmese monk, Lady Sayadaw, he explained that Vikara Rupa as a peculiar, distinct condition. And then Venerable Narada took it as a changeability of Rupa. I mean, the Rupa can be changed. So this is the two description given by these two scholars. And so we may regard Vikara Rupa as a special condition of Rupa. So how these three things arises, very interesting. We have it in our body, is how we harness it. Rupasa lahuta, physical lightness or buoyancy is suppress the heaviness of the body. If you see YouTube, they have those kind of or gymnastic or those kung fu film. Film is a bullshit, but those martial art one, they do possess this lightness of body. Our body tend to be heavy, but with practice, they're able to train your body, that especially those martial art, they can jump and just touch the water and across. That's why you can see this kind of fantastic how these people can conduct themselves. This is how our physical body able to tune to that kind of environment. That's why you can see, especially not the frame one, which is too much, but those practitioners of martial art, they can perform that. Next one, Rupasa Madhuta, physical elasticity. It removes the stiffness in the body as compared to a well-beaten height. Okay, this is easily seen in gymnastic performance. You can see how the body can be so elastic that can perform all the special jump during the gymnastic act, whatever they are doing. So it's called part of a human body that can be so elastic like a rubber. And then next one, Rupasa Kamanata, physical adaptability. Is opposed to the stiffness of the body and is comparable to a well-hammered gold. It's like gold, you bend to what shape also can. So similarly, we have this capability. When there's small tunnel or hole that's snaking all the way into the cave, there are certain people who have such a capability to bend and twist like a snake that can reach to the other end. So humans have this feat to perform. So these three rupas together with the two Vinati rupas make up the 5 Vikara rupas. Okay. So what your YMBA text said, for lightness, is a quality of lightness in Rūpa Dhamma. Sometimes you may feel heaviness in your body and are unable to move about, especially when you are sick. This we can encounter when you're sick, you feel your body very heavy. The heaviness is dispelled when the quality of lightness embrace. Okay? So when recover, your body no more heavy. Next one, malleability or mudita. The quality of Rupa removes the roughness, coarseness of matter and provides an agreeable surface of any action. And then the willingness is a characteristic of flexibility, favor for any physical action, is opposed to the rigidity of body which hinder swift action. So you can perform such action, you are no more rigid body. So this quality do not arise separately from each other, but are formed in a group simultaneously, perishes in the same manner. This arises dependent on the condition at hand. If the climate conditions are favorable, or the food partaken as appropriate, or the mental environment in soothing and quiet, these three modes of Rupa shall arise along with others. So if conditions are unfavorable, the material groups of arises will be devoid of these three rupas. So these three arise upon right condition, okay? Food, condition, and the climate there. So this is another three kind of qualities that arise on occasion. Okay, we coming to the last 28, 25 to 28. The four lakkhana rupa, material qualities of characteristic. So there are three characteristics of rupa and nama. Take note, arising, existing, and dissolving. Rise, sustain, and then dissolve. This is what our call impermanent works. So the rupas that denote this instant in real rupas are called lakkhana rupas. So that's the name. Lakkhana means sign or symbol. So which are they? Upachaya rupa, arising rupa at the moment conception, and continue arising rupa till the required rupas in life are completely formed. I mean, from the first sign of birth on the baby, this thing will carry on developing, okay? Continuous developing until a life form is completely formed. A baby is formed, okay? So if anything stop, that means the end of the life. So this upachaya rupa is the moment of conception. Santati rupa, subsequent arising rupa throughout the lifetime. Okay? When we come out as a baby, this rupa never stop. If you stop, then you're grown, then you are an old person. Those people cannot grow, short one. You can see in the society, there are some people that cannot grow. The body bigger than the leg. Okay? These are problem. So when this rupa is arising in a normal person, we will keep on expanding and growing up until come to the state of adulthood, then stop growing. Then this is called the satati rupa, keep on growing. Even when we getting old, we still have this rupa going until come to the state that no more we will have to go to breakdown state. Okay, so this is called santati rupa. You have continuous keep on going. Jarata rupa, rupa that denotes the development and decay during the existing period of 15 conscious moment. This is the time when body start to stop growing. I mean, it's coming towards the end of life. These are not related to the old age. Okay. So when old age, things stop growing, especially those old one, if have broken bone or whatever. Once you get hit, your bone will never come back again. You'll never go back. Okay. That is why human being we suffer from all this kind of suffering. Anicca rupa, rupa that denote dissolution at the dissolving moment of real rupa. This is a state of ending. So when come to a state when really facing death, all the rupas start to die down. And then you will find that person getting weaker every day until death. Okay? So this is the 4 stages of lakkhana rupa. Upachaya and santati are sometimes treated as jati, birth. Then the number of rupas account to 27 instead of 28. Right? This is what is stated. So when exception of the 5 rupas, 2 vinatis, jati, jarata, and anicca, all the remaining 17 last for 17 conscious moments. Okay? So all these janati, jati, jarata, and anicca, all the remaining rupas last for 17 conscious moments, except these 5 of them. Strictly speaking, there are only three Lakkhana Rupas, namely Jati, Jara, and Anicca. Jati refers to the Rupa at the arising instant. Jarata refers to the Rupa at the existing period. And Anatta refers to the dissolving period. So this is another explanation they say. Grow, sustain, and death. Okay? So, but we take it as 24. I mean, four elements, 25 to 28. Okay? And Savana Rupa. These are terms they use. These matter carry their own characteristics such as hardness, softness, fluidity, heat, and distension, etc. And Salakana Rupa, all the material phenomena possesses the general characteristic of impermanence, unsatisfactoriness, and soullessness. Then Napana Rupa. These 18 material phenomena are directly produced by conditions such as karma, consciousness, temperature, and instrument. We will cover this in the following chapter. Rupa, this is the first word Rupa, denotes the meaning of Rupa Pana, the nature of chain. All Rupa Namas that are subject to chain are called Rupa. Samanasa Rupa, these are 18 material phenomena, are suitable objects for insight meditation, is called Samanasa Rupa. Anipana Rupa. In fact, these are variation and some qualities of material phenomena. Okay, before we end, this one. Okay, this one. YMBA also never talk much, so it's about this. So with this, we cover these 28 of them. Please go back every day, learn it. Very, very important. This one will definitely cover half or at least 2/3 of your exam question. Okay? Any question? You need to follow up with your YMBA text too. This some of the things are not much description. So you have to go through yourself too. Just read through. Okay, we have 5 minutes break. After that, we come back again. Thank you.